Shalom, Akim. We coming back with another one. And before we get started, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His Son by their true names. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to my Akim that's pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever you are scattered. And we're about to go into Daniel 7, all right?
Daniel's vision.
Come. And we're about to open up with that.
And that's different from the king Nebuchadnezzar's image in Daniel's 2. That was Nebuchadnezzar's dream. I got it right here, though. It's Daniel, like I said, this Daniel 7:1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, 4 winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. Right? And 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse from one another. And those 4 beasts are talking about four the most integral empires in history. Right? Okay. The same as Nebuchadnezzar's image. That statue is the same thing.
Okay. I can pick it up for you.
Okay.
Verse 7?
We have verse 4.
Oh, it's like Daniel 7 and 4. The first was like a lion.
Alright. And that lion is talking about the Babylonian Empire.
Okay. And it had eagle's wings.
Alright. It was high up.
Okay. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man. Okay. And a man's heart was given to it.
The Babylonian Empire fell. Right?
And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear.
Right. That's talking about the Medo-Persian Empire. This will be the same. It'll be in similitude to the silver arms and chests that's talked about in Daniel 2. In Babylon, and the lion is the same thing as the gold head.
Gone. And it raised up itself on one side.
Because during the Medo-Persian Empire, that empire came about through the rule of the Medes and the Persians together. They were joint forces, but the Persians were the stronger nation, so they assumed the power after they worked together.
Gone. And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it, and they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
And those were the 3 smaller empires they destroyed to get where they're at.
And after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard.
Right. It's it's talking about Greece, Ghana.
Yeah.
You can read.
Okay. Which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl.
Alright, and those 4 wings are talking about the 4 generals that were given the kingdom from under Alexander the Great.
Can I tell them?
Okay.
Ptolemy, Seleucus, Cassander, and Antigones. Antagonists. And those was the 4 generals, you know.
And they were given that empire after Alexander the Great passed away or whatever. And then, they started fighting amongst each other. There was infighting in Edom,
And the beast had also 4 heads, and dominions was given to it.
The crowns they were given.
And after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, talking about Rome, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth.
Alright, and on that, it's talking about Rome, and what is Rome known for? Just like America's known for in modern day. It's military might. No one was touching the Roman army. You literally get destroyed, then they salt your land, and make sure that nothing could even grow in your land anymore. That was how the Romans were getting down back then.
Oh yeah.
They were power to be feared.
Oh yeah. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Stumping people out, essential.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
All right. And what made it diverse? Its form of government. You know that precept? We get that real quick.
Okay.
It's like they go to the Senate houses and stuff.
It was the Maccabees.
Yeah, it was the Maccabees.
I think it was 18. It's on my phone for sure.
Well, yeah, get that, and I'll just keep reading down, and we'll like come back to it.
I was at 8, I think. Then 7, 8.
Yeah. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. And that's talking about America. Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And those 3 horns are talking about 3 horns are talking about France, French, and Spain. Alright? And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. And you already know that's Esau, speaking great things against the Most High, speaking blasphemies. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. You already know that's talking about Yahushua and those chariots. You found it out? A fiery stream issued and came forth before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
I got it. I found it.
Con.
I found it.
Alright, you can bring it up.
Oh, Con. First Maccabees 8 and 15. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
And that's referring to that Daniel's 7 and 7. That's how this Roman beast. That's how it was different from all the other empires that came from before it. Its form of government, all that.
Diverse.
Yeah, that republic, that Roman republic, and that democracy, which are both Greek and Roman concepts. Right? It was one of the first empires to not have a monarch, a king, or anything.
And you can clearly see that with the United States of America.
Yeah, it is same architecture, the way they build things, the way they think, their philosophies, the same perversions that were in ancient Rome's are in America. That bestiality, that homosexuality, you can call it what you want to call it, flagged. But this back on Daniel's, I'm going to repeat Daniel 7 and 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened, right? This knowledge was given out. I beheld then.
I can pick up.
Okay. You can start at 11.
Daniel 7 and 11. I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. Now,
what great words was this horn speaking? What great words does America speak? We're going to go on. Our house is going to be dwelling forever and ever. The Lord doesn't exist. And if he does exist, he's a so-called white man. What else? Homosexuality is okay. All this wickedness America spews from its mouth. And it's poisoning literally the whole world. And you can see it in people's spirituality. And you can see it in the earth in general. The earth is literally sick.
And Daniel 7 and 25 gonna also, reiterate, the things that America, those great things that it said.
And when it says it was given to the burning flame, you already know what that is. That flame from that concentrated fire from those chariots, and first and foremost those ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, which are just getting more and more advanced as the days go by, as the times get shorter. That's how Russia has that missile going 27 times the speed of sound. You wouldn't be able to catch that with the human eye, and you wouldn't be able to hear it. The only thing you're going to hear is it breaking the sound barrier. And after that, it's going to be silent and deadly.
Yeah. And Russia is not even is not that far away. It's like 5,000 miles per se. You know, from America.
Scripture say America's gonna be leveled in less than an hour, less than 30 minutes.
Come on, man. Verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and a time.
Right, because the Babylonian, Greek, Persian, the Medo-Persian, and the Roman Empire are not around. At least not the ancient ones. They're no longer around. They're no longer in power. But they still exist per se.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
And what are those clouds talking about? The chariots.
So-called UFOs.
Yeah, identified flying objects.
And there was given him dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
The saints are going to rule forever under the spirit and power under Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakon Kadash.
I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things.
Okay. So Daniel was getting the breakdown just how we got the breakdown.
These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever.
God,
even forever.
That,
even forever and ever. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and snapped the residue with his feet.
And how many nails do you have on both your hands and both your feet? 10.
And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other.
Alright, and those 10 horns is talking about, right here. These are the ancient 10 horns. Alright? The Huns, the Vandals, the Ostrogoths, the Burgundians, the Lombards, the Gauls, the Anglo-Saxons, the Franks, the Visigoths, and the Suevi. Right? Those are ancient 10 horns. And there's a modern 10 horns too. But we're going to save that for the breakdown of Revelation 17.
And where was it? Oh. And of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell.
You know, we just told you, Britain, France, and Spain.
Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things.
America.
Whose look was more stout than his fellows.
And America's look is more stout than his fellows. Well, it was, but right now, America ain't much of a threat like it used to be.
I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them.
And why do you think Trump has that space force? He's literally gonna go try to attempt to go to war with the Most High. That's how prideful Esau is. He's gonna try to fight the Creator of all things.
Until the Ancient of Days came. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms.
And we already got into how it's diverse in that Maccabees 18 chapter.
First Maccabees 8 and 15.
Yeah, First Maccabees 8 and 15.
And it shall devour the whole earth. Wait, let me start over. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
And that's spiritual, because it happened in Rome. The Romans were basically conquering everything, and it happened again with America. America is the superpower, the so-called superpower of the planet Earth. There's an American embassy on every continent. You can't argue with it.
And the 10 horns out of his kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time.
And that's what Esau has. He has the ability to change times and laws. He tells you what's right and wrong, and he dictates reality at the moment. That's why you got a 365-day year, the leap year. Certain months have more days than others. He just threw everything completely out of whack. Especially down here in Louisiana. If you brothers live in Louisiana, you know this weather's just like what the hell is going on? Rain one day, it's hot the next day, and it's cold another day. And what else has he changed? Your perception of everything.
Yeah, got a scripture in Isaiah.
Surely you're turning other things upside down.
No, it's like woe unto them that call good evil.
Oh God, and evil good, and take light for dark and darkness for light. The scriptures also say, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. So these people are looking at the Lord and like he made a mistake or something. like his form of creation was not good enough for them. That's how Esau looks at the Lord. So you want an apple with seeds in it? Nah, man, I'm gonna take those seeds out. It's better my way.
And then Esau, he tried to take away from the scriptures, and with dealing with his science, he tried to come up with.
He tries to combat the scriptures with science and all his philosophies. And the thing is, the elites know that shit is all bullshit. They're just letting the masses of the people think it's true to increase the wickedness upon the planet Earth.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Talking about Israel, the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, but it's gonna start with the elect, because 2/3 gonna perish over here, gonna be destroyed over here with these heathens.
So, and notice this until around the 19th verse, it was talking about the ancient dragon, all right? Now this stuff we're reading right now is talking about the modern dragon, which we're gonna get into. For the sake of time, we ain't gonna get into it right now, but that's gonna be in Revelation 17. We're gonna get into that with the modern 10 horns and the modern 3 horns and all that.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Oh, and 2/3 they gonna come back through the loins of the elect in the kingdom.
Good ass nut.
God.
That's gonna be their legacy. Get burnt up for being wicked and come back as a child.
God. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations must trouble me.
His thoughts.
And
it's heavy on his mind is basically what he's saying.
And my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart.
Now, where heart, that both goes back to that Hebrew law being in your mind. You meditated on it. It's like, well, that's some heavy shit to think about. As any man of the Lord would.
And this, it's prophecy, and it shall come to pass, for sure. But with that, that was the complete breakdown. But with that, we want to face the east, which we're already doing.
Hope the lesson was edifying.
Hope the lesson was edifying, and we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His Son by their true names. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakadash. And once again, honors and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, Salakia. They rule and teach well. And honors and salutations to my Akim that's pushing his truth throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Wherever you're scattered, keep pushing. Akim, we're almost out of here. Shalom.
Shalom.